And welcome to the Super Fun Awesome Happy Time Pedal Show. My name is Gabor.
Hey, welcome. I'm Alex, and we've got an Engl Cabloader today.
Yes, that's the one. Big thank you and big hello to Jurgen and Martin from Engl, who I had the great pleasure of meeting at 42 Gear Street, which you should also follow the hashtag 42GS1 for all the other YouTube channels that were there and our YouTube channel and things and stuff, and follow that on all the social medias and on YouTube for all the latest 42 Gear Street videos. So this is, sort of semi 42 Gear Street video because I was given this at 42 Gear Street. So it's the Engl Cabloader. It's their version of cab sim / power amp sim thing.
Box. Hey, before we go on, if you could hit like and subscribe on the channel and this video, that'd be much appreciated. Hit the notification bell, and it'd be great.
And a thumbs up. And leave comments. Let us know what you think.
So So this is how I've got it set up today. I've got a amp head here, which is plugged into a single 12 cab in the other tiny little room.
Yes.
And this is in the effects loop. So it's coming out preamp into this. So we're using the power amp emulation and the mic emulation and the speaker cab emulation.
So definitely should mention it is not a load box. So it is not something that you can just plug into the speaker out on the amp and then it'll take care of it. It's not a load box. It's just a cab and speaker emulation. And the way to recommend it in the manual is to run it in the effects loop.
Yep. So either for recording or for live, you can set up stuff, favorite settings, and you've got a couple of presets, which is pretty cool. But yeah, we're just going to check it out today, both with clean and drive sounds.
So and you've got it set up in a fancy way here with the technological stuff. So we've got that running through one channel, but then you also have microphones that you can blend in technically.
Yeah.
And we have a Lewitt MTP for 40, another 42 Gear Street thing, and a Shure SM57.
That's the one.
So we can blend all three of those together. So let's just see. So I've got my Parts Master Caster Blaster. If you want to see the video on that, that's here. Martin A. Smith pickups, Mako guitar's neck, and all that sort of stuff. And it sounds... So we're just hearing this now.
Yep, we'll just start with the Cabloader. So this is this.
And it sounds actually... So there's now multiple things you can do with it, Alex, can't you?
Yep, so it's pretty much a straight ahead clean sound at the moment. We've got some controls up the top for presence and master volume. The center of the cone, like how far off axis you want the virtual microphone to be, and the distance from the speaker. Mm-hmm. And that comes down to the microphone itself, different emulations of popular microphones, some 57, 58, 421s, 441s, and a bunch of other stuff. It's a bit hard to read, 87s and 47s.
Yeah, the lights in here, just it's sort of...
It's pretty shiny on the chrome. And the other side is the power amp emulation, the power amp tubes. So there's 34s, EL34s, 84s, 6L6, and 6V6s to choose from. And
then you choose all the cabinets with that. So you've got all different... So that's their... Engl have done cab simulations of their cabinets in their studio, with their microphones. But there's also four slots, 4 user slots. There's a USB port in the back. You can put your own IRs into it, which we won't do today, but we might do a separate video on that at some other stage.
You definitely do that yourself.
Yeah.
So should we just start with the power tube?
Okay, so basically because the way it is going now, because we're going through out of the effects loop, or it is in the effects loop basically.
Yeah.
So you go from the effects loop send into here, out of there, back into the effects loop, but then you have an output, a balanced output here. So basically you hear everything coming out of here before it goes back to the effects loop, meaning you only hear the power amp stage of the amp. You don't hear, the preamp stage. You don't hear the power amp stage. So that comes out of the speaker, but that's why, look, just... Okay, I'll be quiet now and play.
If you take it off to the offsetting, the power amp tubes, emulation isn't in play.
Okay.
So as soon as you go to EL34, which is the first setting, it'll smooth out all that mid-range.
Yeah.
And gives it some three-dimensional-icity.
That's a word.
Sure, why not? So that's our 34s. Let's try the others.
Sounds different.
84s, maybe slightly more low mids, bassier.
Okay. And I'm doing nice and pretty chords because I thought Engl, most of it is all. So I'll do pretty chords.
Sure.
We'll do that later on too, but yeah. What's that now?
6L6s.
6L6. Seems to it has a bit more body, fuller, thicker.
Different,
embiggened.
Different mid-range characteristics.
Okay. I probably like that one the best so far. What is that? 6V6?
V6s.
Which is like the smaller version of the 6L6s.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I've just changed the microphone setting. It's on at 57. You can take it off too if you like that.
Oh, so no microphone at all. Okay. It's a bridge from a microphone.
Yeah, it's a bit minimum. So the first one's at 57. 58.
A bit brighter.
Yeah, a bit more top end. 421, which is another dynamic mic.
Again, mid-range is different more than anything else. That seems to be a bit fuller generally.
441, that is.
It's my favourite so far.
Okay, cool.
What was that?
There's next to 200 IP and 2003. This is an NT1 on the current. Yes, so you can see that all the mid-range changes
Changes quite drastically, yeah.
Yeah, and kind of some might be mid-forward, but in different frequency ranges.
Yeah.
So different types of mid-range or different type of mid-scoop.
So what are we on now? 6V6 and what microphone?
I'll put it back to the 441, which you said you liked.
Okay.
And
well, should we play around with the
yeah, there's the first cab.
First cab, yeah. I mean, it's So there's lots of stuff to do. But should we just quickly play around with the center and distance thing?
Sure.
Just to see the difference in that. So what are we on now? What is it at the moment?
Just off center and a lot of distance.
Okay, cool. So go really close and right in the
close
center.
on the center. Nice. Sort of.
I can't quite put my finger on what changes, but something changed.
Yeah. For me, like the distance kind of gives it a bit more realism.
Well, it gives it that sort of air, a little bit of air, kind of, or digital air.
Totally, digital air.
Yeah.
Master volume is pretty self-explanatory, and the presence is just some high-end attitude. So,
Well, should we just leave it at those settings and just try a different cabinet? So what cabinet are we on at the moment?
This is number one, which is a E112 with a V30.
Ah. What's that now?
This is now the E112 with a G1265.
Maybe just flick through a few and I'll tell you which one I like the best.
Sometimes the numbers mean nothing.
Yeah. It's just whatever sounds the best. That's probably my favourite so far. What is that?
That's hard to see. 6 is 4x12 with vintage 60 and V60s.
Twice as good as vintage 30s.
Oh yeah, twice.
What was that one just before?
There was a 4x12, the G12 M25.
Oh, that's so far my favourite.
And this, when it goes to use the slots, they're empty, so
they're empty
no sound comes out.
So probably that one. What was it? The G12M?
I think it was number 9. You liked this.
Yeah, that's probably my favourite so far.
Now, let's change the power tubes again, because that'll...
Okay, that'll sound completely different again. Ooh, I like that better now, actually.
Slightly more scooped, a little less mid-range.
Did you put it back?
Yeah, it's the one.
6 or 6?
Yeah, 6 L6. Yes.
L6. That was probably my favourite in that setting. Maybe a little bit of presence. I can live with that. That sounds good.
Oh, should we check it with some dirt?
Oh, okay. Yes. Let's do a little bit of dirt. And then what we should also say. So, for example, now you really like this. You go, this is Ace.
Yeah, sure.
You've got the two foot switches there basically are favourite switches. So all you got to do, hold it in, wait for it to flash. We're saved. So that's saved all the settings now. So if we come back to it, it'll be exactly the same.
Magical.
So now we have distortion overdrive pedal. Over here.
Plugged in. Yep.
Plugged in. Should we turn it on and see what happens?
Do it. Go on.
Okay.
You wouldn't.
Sounds good.
Quite mid-rangey. It is a mid-rangey overdrive. So.
Well, yeah, it is a clone-ish kind of thing.
It is clone-ish.
Well, let's see if we can get some of that mid-range out. Can we change the
Sure.
the speakers and stuff around just to get a bit of that mid-range out?
Maybe 34s with the power tubes.
Well, that made a huge difference whatever you just did.
That was just a different microphone.
Sounds great.
Yeah, cool.
So now, for example, we can say that's our favourite dirty setting.
Dirty.
And that saves over there.
Cool.
So now we have a driven. And then if we go to clean sound, we've got a favourite setting there.
Nice.
It's very dry now. We don't have any delay or anything like that. Should we try it just for shits and giggles with a drop C tuned guitar?
Sure. Thought you'd never ask.
Just because it's Engl, and Engl is, high gainy stuff. So let's go high gainy.
Okay.
So this is my Carvin CT6, all stock standard. Let's crank this. It makes a massive difference when you go to that, yeah.
We'll go back to our dirty preset and tweak it from there.
So this is now 2 gain stages running into each other and boosting the crap out of one. It's so lots of gain. It's a bit noisy, but... Got to do pick squeals.
You have to ask if it dents or whatever it is. Oh,
what?
Gent.
Does it dance?
Does it dent? So,
we're metal
does
guys.
it tent? Can you play this in a tent?
In a tent. Does it tent? I think it sounds great. And then you can do things where you kind of combine it with microphones.
Yeah, totally.
You can add some delay.
You want to add delay?
Let's add some delay. Yeah, that's my shredding. Oh, it's gone again. And now I'm not nailed it. I think it sounds great.
Yeah, definitely cool for a live thing as well. Set up your tones.
Well, I mean, one of the things you can do is, in a live situation, is you can use this kind of like we do now. You run it in the effects loop of your amp. You have a speaker on stage for your monitoring, but then you run this to front of house, and they can you can manipulate things a little bit more, and you have a very constant sound for front of house. And I think I got to say, one of the things that's a bit different with this to most other cab loaders, it doesn't have a screen with menus and stuff. It's all there.
True.
So I think it's a bit... you also have a ground lift here on the side. You have a balanced XLA output, but you also have an unbalanced quarter-inch just guitar jack output. So you don't necessarily have to use an XLR. You have that input and through, and you've got a pad?
It is pad, yeah.
There's a pad in there as well.
Instrumental line level.
I think it's pretty cool. So we might do another video where we load a bunch of our own IRs into it just to see what it sounds like. And maybe in that video as well, we'll try running it after a load box. So we don't use a power amp simulation. We just do... Or actually what we should also do is we should try it at the end of a pedal board. So using it as almost like an,
Sure, yeah.
built like an amplifier kind of solution on the pedal board. Because you can, with the power amp emulation, if you have... like an amp in a box style pedal. See what that sounds like.
Preamp.
So there'll be some more videos coming with that.
I'll have to talk to Jack. He has some of those fancy preamp pedals.
Yes. Fancy schmancy stuff.
We'll call you Jack.
We could some of the Mostronics, the valve stuff as well.
True.
Tube driver, we can try that. And even the Mostronics, the rack thing, which is a preamp. Tube preamp. So there'll be a few more videos coming with this. Stay tuned for that. Big thank you to the guys, Jurgen and Martin. Absolutely. Have to say, two of the nicest people. And not just saying this because they gave us stuff. Generally, two seriously nice dudes. So a big thank you for everything. All the driving around. They drive me around quite a bit.
Yeah, cool.
At 42 Gear Street. So lovely people.
To and from the police station?
Yes. No, dinners and stuff, and hotels and that sort of stuff. So big thank you, Jurgen and Martin. And I didn't it didn't necessarily click until later. Jurgen is the CEO of
Cool.
Engl. So, wowzers. Thank you so much, Engl. Please make sure to check out more. There's links and everything to Engl below. And what else should people do while they're on the interwebs, Alex?
Hey, we've got links below to Facebook, Instagram accounts, and our podcast. And you can click on the Linktree link below, and take you to all that kind of stuff.
And we'll most likely be talking about this very thing in one of the podcasts.
Dare say we will.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging. Catch you soon. Bye.